We have all seen this little white-haired mage in our social media timelines. With her relatable drowsy face, sometimes she's eaten by mimics, and sometimes she's doing seemingly mundane side quests to recruit. And through it all, she's pushing the boundaries of fantasy anime. Being an elf who could live around 10,000 years before passing away, Frieren has an aloof personality that makes it difficult to make closer bonds with her companions, especially Hinmei and Haita, who are humans. Her 10-year epic quest with them is merely a length of a vacation for her. After her journey, she took on an apprentice named Hirun, and now spends her days collecting weird, rare, and sometimes even useless magic spells. One spell she had was where she made grapes more sour. The reason she bought this spell is because Aizen once mentioned he likes sour grapes, and when he met again, she used this to make his grapes more sour, which hints at something deeper that we'll get to know about soon enough. Now that you know who Frieren is, let us dive into the heart of this beloved series. This series' popularity stems from its subversion of the generic fantasy anime formula, which typically features a demon lord, hero's party, harem, and triumphant ending. Instead, this unique narrative explores complex emotions and refines side quests. For me, at the start of the series, I never felt like Hinmei was overpowered. He was just being a human enjoying his time as a hero. Haita was pretty much a corrupt priest for being a drunkard. Then there's Aizen, a stoic dwarf. To the people of Frieren, they are the legendary heroes who saved the world. Well, to me, they are mysterious figures shrouded in secrecy. But this secrecy is part of their appeal. That's because we mainly go through the anime from Frieren's perspective. When Hinmei died, the party members glimpsed a rare glimpse of her empathetic side. She admitted that she didn't know much about him, and she regretted that their 10-year journey together hadn't been long enough for them to form a deeper bond. We get to see how Frieren perceived things at the very beginning, and it set stage for what we were about to encounter. Following Haita's passing, Frieren even took Hirun as an apprentice, despite her lingering struggles with the human concept of time. As time progressed, however, her character blossomed. Hirun used to scold Frieren for wasting time, but now she tries to understand her and even gave her a gift, which is not common in elven culture. These subtle nuances in her character development makes Frieren seem like a real person with whom we can relate, even though she's lived over a millennium. It's not like she's too far and we can walk beside her on her adventure after the hero's journey has ended. Another neat thing about the series is how the episodes seem like side quests, but also aren't at the same time. This is because most side quests in games and anime don't have that much impact on the overall story. But it's always hard to fathom good storytelling because remember that time when she tried to find Hinmei's favorite flowers? It was just one of their daily errands, but the impact it gave was astounding. The moment Frieren saw the blue moon weed atop the tower, it gave me goosebumps thinking, wow, could flowers have this much emotion in them? There was another time, Frieren and Hirun watched the sunrise. 28 years after Hinmei the hero's death, Frieren and the other members of the hero party returned to this town during a 10-year journey. And Frieren missed the New Year's sunrise because she was lazy, which upset her friends. Now with Hirun, Frieren has another chance to watch the sunrise. This time, she realizes that it's not about the sunrise itself that she enjoys, but sharing it with the people she cares about. Little by little, Frieren, once stoic and even cold-hearted, shows more emotions. Though the series is still in its early stages, we already see significant character development, which some may miss because it's so subtle. While she still gets stuck in mimics and hates waking up in the morning, her efforts to change are evident. So, let's dive deeper in the series as a whole and set aside Frieren for a bit. During their last meeting, the heroes party watched the era meteors, which comes only once every 50 years, reminiscing about the entire decade they spent together. The next time they meet, Frieren hasn't changed, but others did. Hinmei has withered into a cute old man, Haita has become an old drunkard, and Aizen has aged with grace. They go on this journey to watch that era meteor shower for the last time together, in a place that Frieren suggested. Shortly after that, Hinmei passes away, and the other person she meets is Haita. 24 years after their last meeting at a party, Haita also passes away and she takes in Hirun as her apprentice. During the journey, each episode has something in store for us. One example of Friren's impact on the world is seen in the Blue Moon Weed episode, where we learn that the old woman Frieren met was actually one of the girls they saved during their journey. She's the only one who remembers how Hinmelu saved their village, and thus, she's the only one who takes care of the statue dedicated to him. In another village near the site where Kwa was sealed, an elderly man was also one of the boys they encountered during their journey, and the family of the head of the fortress city of Wall owes a great debt to the hero's party because of their actions during the war against the demon lord. And this is just the beginning. Although set in a fantasy world, Friren's interactions with people feel realistic because they recognize her not as a hero or enemy, but for silly actions or connections with their past. This reflects the reality that people forget. Even legendary individuals like Frieren, Lugner, the demon Frieren fought, forgot her face despite her high demon kill count. In their world, where books are a luxury and writing isn't common, amazing events remembered only through word of mouth are often forgotten within a century or two. Hinmelu created statues wherever they went because he knew Frieren would live for centuries, long after everyone else had forgotten they existed. The statues served as a reminder of their deeds and helped to keep Friren's memories of her friends alive. Even though their adventure only lasted a decade, Hinmelu hoped that statues would be a source of comfort and companionship to Frieren for a millennium or more. Similarly, Furanme, the Great Mage, was a legend in the time of the hero's party, and few believed she was real. But Frieren, her best student, remembered her vividly. She had Furanme's notes and could recall her appearance, voice, personality, and dreams. Frieren was the only one who could keep Furanme's memories alive, and she cherished her teacher's legacy. Friren's current journey is a dual exploration of the past and the future. The past is represented by her memories of Hinmelu and the others, while the future is embodied in her new companions, Shitaruku and Hirun. Each side quest features a flashback that illuminates Friren's current path, enriching the narrative with glimpses of her past adventures. These seemingly insignificant details, such as the flowers, the coastal cleanup, and the Liberation Festival, all play a significant role in the story. Even enemies Frieren encounters have ties to her past. The world building in Frieren is truly exceptional, blending fantasy with realism in a seamless and captivating way. Friren's complexity sets her apart from other isekai and fantasy protagonists, stoic, compassionate, and even merciless. She doesn't shy away from showing a hatred of demons, as evidenced by her brutality against the assassin in the prison cell. Her ruthlessness during the war earned her the title Frieren the Slayer. Frieren is anything but one-dimensional, and the same is true of Hirun and Shitaruku, who possesses remarkable depth compared to other characters in the series. Frieren Beyond Journey's End revolutionizes fantasy storytelling with its nuanced characters, intricate world building, and captivating plot. Despite its focus on side quests instead of hunting for epic treasure, Frieren remains consistently entertaining, demonstrating its mastery of storytelling. For me, Frieren is one of the strongest anime of the season and a contender for anime of the year. So that's my video about Frieren's revolutionary story. If you enjoyed this video and are curious about why McDonald's is popping everywhere in anime, check this video and subscribe to my channel.